What are we doing today?
We're asking questions.
You came ready. So who wants to go first?
Caitlin Clark just released a short feature with Lilly titled Back to School with Lilly. And surprise, surprise, critics are melting down again. Because apparently Caitlin Clark can't do a single thing without someone foaming at the mouth. Yet here we are, and honestly, it's pretty entertaining to watch. The question is, why does every single move she makes upset people this much? What's your take? At this point, does Caitlin make people furious simply by existing? Let's break it down, because the way people reacted to Caitlin Clark's short film is comedy gold. We're literally talking about a 2-minute back-to-school promo with Lilly. Light, cheerful, harmless. Seems fine, right? Wrong. The internet's full-time complainers turned it into a full-scale drama. You'd think Caitlin just announced she was running for political office with the way they lost their minds.
There we go. First up, Harlow. Do you have a question for me? Okay, let's hear what you got.
When were you my age?
When was I your age?
What were you like at my age?
I was energetic. I loved being outside and playing with my friends. I played basketball. I played soccer. What's your favorite thing about being 5?
Play sports.
Play sports? What sports do you play?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. What can you do in gymnastics?
A handstand.
You can do a handstand? Oh my gosh. I wish I could do a handstand. Do you think you could teach me? You could teach me, okay.
So, what's the short film actually about? Super simple. Caitlin teams up with Lilly to promote their back-to-school campaign. There's some humor, some charm, and Caitlin showing kids that, yes, you can be both an athlete and the face of a big brand. That's literally it. No secret motives, no villain scheme. Just Caitlin taking advantage of her popularity. Which, last time I checked, is exactly what top athletes are expected to do. Here's the twist, though. As soon as Caitlin Clark's name is attached to anything, haters suddenly become experts in marketing, morality, and even child psychology. So they go off saying, why is she in ads when she hasn't even won a championship yet? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because companies like earning revenue. Shocking idea, right?
My mom says I have to eat my vegetables. Do you always eat your vegetables? Be honest.
I actually do. I like vegetables. I'm not even lying. But my mom said the same thing when I was your age, so my favorite vegetable is probably broccoli. You don't like broccoli? Broccoli's good. Come on. I promise they're good. You just have to try them. I'm not even lying.
And the funniest thing? The short film never even tries to be serious. It's campy, it's silly, it's clearly made for kids and families. Yet somehow, Twitter warriors are hammering out 3,000-word rants about how Caitlin Clark is destroying basketball culture. Funny how these are the same people who had no problem when male athletes cashed in on endorsements before stepping on a professional court. But Caitlin? Nope. Suddenly she's breaking some invisible rule. Here's the reality. Caitlin Clark went from rookie standout last year to recognized star in year 2, and plenty of people can't handle it. They were already bitter about the coverage she got as a rookie. Now she's stacking sponsorships, commercials, highlight reels, and still selling out arenas like nobody else. Instead of admitting she's good for the game, they double down and whine about every new project she does.
As a teen, I'm always tired, so what do you do to keep yourself energized and alert?
Ooh, I was always tired at your age too. I think because you have so much going on, you have school, sports. I think the best things I do to keep myself healthy are getting the right amount of sleep every single night. I think eating properly, but also drinking a lot of water. That's always important to stay hydrated.
You know what really cracks me up? The phrase back to school is literally what triggered some of these folks. They're like, why is she doing a school-themed commercial when she's not even in school anymore? I don't know. Why did Michael Jordan do ads with the Looney Tunes? Because it's marketing. Because it's fun. Because not every ad is supposed to be a biography. But apparently, logic and common sense go missing whenever Caitlin Clark shows up. Also, let's not forget the same critics spent months claiming Caitlin Clark was just hype. Yet here she is, in her second season, still pulling huge attention. And now major companies are betting on her to front campaigns. If that's just hype, I'd like some of that hype in my bank account. The funniest meltdown I spotted was someone whining that Caitlin is stealing opportunities from more deserving players. Really? You think a brand like Lilly is going to call up the 137th player on the stat sheet for a nationwide campaign? Sure, let's see how that works out. No offense, but advertising isn't about who deserves it most. It's about who can move the needle. Caitlyn moves it. End of story. And here's the piece haters never want to admit. Every time they rage about her, they're literally the reason she keeps trending. They think they're tearing her down, but they're boosting her visibility. Every angry tweet is free promo. So congrats, you played yourself.
One thing you wish you knew at my age.
Ooh, I took basketball very seriously. I always thought winning and losing was super important, but I think just having fun, like enjoy playing with your friends, just enjoy it as much as you can. What do you want to be doing at my age?
Being a professional basketball player like you.
Professional basketball player? Maybe you can play for the Fever.
Now, why did this particular short film trigger so many? Timing. Caitlyn already dominates headlines with her performances, her stats, and her ability to pack arenas. Add endorsements with Nike, State Farm, and now Lilly, and people feel like she's everywhere. The same crowd that once complained women's basketball had no coverage now complains it's Caitlyn who's getting the spotlight. The irony is rich, it's also about power. A lot of folks in the WNBA world are used to controlling who gets recognition and when. Caitlyn blew that system apart. She came in, doubled ticket sales, boosted TV ratings, and had brands lining up without asking the gatekeepers for permission. That's why this short film feels like such a threat. It's proof she doesn't need anyone's approval. She's already ahead, but let's flip it. What about the people who loved it? Because yes, they exist too. Parents praised how refreshing it was to see a current athlete in a fun, school-themed spot. Kids who idolize Caitlyn were genuinely excited. And honestly, that's the point. Not everything is aimed at grumpy adults online. Sometimes the goal is inspiring the next generation. But nuance doesn't trend. Outrage does. So, critics screamed louder, acting like this 2-minute clip was part of some giant conspiracy. And Caitlyn? She didn't even blink. No clapbacks, no self-defense. Just cashing the check and moving forward. That's what infuriates them most. Nothing bothers critics more than being ignored. It's wild how quickly standards are forgotten. LeBron James was on magazine covers before playing an NBA game. Zion Williamson had sponsorships before he ever suited up. NFL rookies sign endorsement contracts before they prove anything. But Caitlyn, 2 years into her pro career, already the face of women's basketball. And now it's too soon? Please, and let's not pretend she hasn't earned it. Rookie of the Year candidate, record-shattering college career, second season still putting up highlights, leading attendance everywhere she goes. If anyone in the WNBA is marketable right now, it's her. You don't need a business degree to see why brands want Caitlyn's face on their campaigns. So, to wrap up the first half of this comedy show, Caitlyn Clark dropped a simple short film. Haters cried, and the world kept moving. She's not going anywhere, and they know it. Which is why they'll be back next week complaining about her next commercial, her next big play, or her next win. Let's keep it moving, because this short film wasn't just an ad. It was a mirror. It exposed exactly who can handle Caitlyn Clark's rise and who absolutely cannot. Spoiler, the list of people who can't is growing fast. Take the "she's overexposed" line. That's the fallback when critics run out of material. They say, "We see too much of her. Give others a chance." Okay, then explain why no one said that when Maya Moore was everywhere at her peak. Or when Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi were the faces of nearly every promo. The difference is obvious. Caitlyn Clark isn't the star they picked, but she's the one the brands picked.